We are ready for another destination, and it's South Korea this time. Our first stop in South Korea is its capital city, Seoul. So here we are, with three check in luggage and one hyperactive kid ready to barge into a cab at 11 p.m. I'm not a big fan of the night flights, or you can say the red eye flights. But then who is? The reason is obvious you don't get enough sleep. Still, you need to get down in a new place the next morning with fatigue instead of a recharged body and mind. However, I don't have any choice. We are flying with T-Way Airlines this time from Terminal 3 at Changi Airport. But this South Korean airline will take us to the port city Incheon because Incheon serves as the main international airport for Seoul. Anyway, I was dreading a long queue for check-in as usual. But to my sheer delight, we arrived first for the check-in. Nobody is standing before or after us, making it a smooth check-in experience probably for the first time in my life. Otherwise, the long check-in queues make me worried and restless. However, after striking off the headache of check-in and immigration process much ahead of our estimated time, we are now thinking about how to kill an hour still left in our hands. But the buzzing Changi airport has more than one solution for such problems. You can explore Changi till you board the flight. The sky trains connecting the terminals can take us to T2. The boarding process will start at 1:35 am, so we can easily enjoy a free trip to T2, laze around in the terminal for some time, and then again come back to T3. The little one is excited about the kids' play area even at midnight. At the same time, we are happy to have a quiet place and an opportunity to sip some hot tea inside the chilled airport. It's a win-win situation for everyone until we board the Sky train again to reach T3 and then the allotted gate for the T-Way flight for South Korea. But the weather has different plans. With the clouds roaring in the dark sky, we are waiting for the gates to open. T-Way announces an hour delay in departure due to the weather conditions. The flight finally takes off around 3 am. The 6-hour long flight is now all set to torture me as it heads for South Korea amid severe turbulence. My mind suddenly flashes a recent news about Singapore Airlines. It was in the news recently where passengers suffered multiple injuries and one casualty as it faced extreme turbulence while flying from London to Singapore. I take a few deep breaths. I don't want to stress my already exhausted mind more and want to distract myself. Anything bad crossing my mind will see a do not disturb sign from my end for the next 6 hours. Having said that, I'm tired and sleep deprived and want the flight to land as soon as possible. And finally, the airline landed safely on Korean soil the next morning. What a relief! But my relief is short-lived as we still have to take a train to Seoul station from the airport. But before that, purchasing a Discover Seoul pass is the priority. The passes are available for 24, 48 and 72 hours, each costing 70,000 won, which means a whopping 210,000 won or 210 Singaporean dollars. However, this pass is going to be your friend in Seoul because this is going to help you buy an eSIM and visit more than 50 attractions in Seoul free of cost. And after doing a top-up, you can use Discover Seoul Pass to even swipe in and out of metros and other public transportation like buses. The staff present at the airport are always ready to help you out in case you need more clarity about the Discover Seoul Pass and how to purchase train tickets to Seoul station using the kiosk. The process may appear complicated at first sight, but the more you deep dive into the details, the simpler it will look. Anyway, after an overnight journey and overcoming the initial confusion about the train routes and tickets, it's now time for us to board the Airport Railroad Express, also known as AirEx, and step into Seoul, our first halt in South Korea. I just hope the weeks of planning and taking the 6-hour long flight pay off well on this trip. So here we are, South Korea. Stay tuned for the next blog as we explore this wonderful country for the next 9 days.